also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. If you're these receivers, you've got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. He's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. That's some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. 5, 97. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 of the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Black, 99, red. Hut.
Love. Kitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
Love looking to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop inside the red zone. Every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Ready. 52 blue. Set.
Love now. Matthew Golden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. separating from the gun. Boom. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, it just didn't happen. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
Jacobs again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Slide through. 10 black, cut.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Let's go now.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 points, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Off play action. Boom. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Hey, look at this Packers defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Boom. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And they'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. First connection there out in the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On first down, Colts. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, 54 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
These two teams have met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Second and 10.
Strike it. Check, strike it. Come on.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing. Love. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Inside the 10. And that will score. That's 6 for a Bears touchdown. A tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six seed. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Green Bay.
Blue, 32. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the right blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run.
Here we
a
go.
lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Trying to run and 4 with Jacobs. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helps.
Right, thank you, yellow. Black Ultra. Cut.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be gaining just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
10 cycles.
Love, they go play action now. He's got it to Williams. So just 4 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does. That's part of that play for him. I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go.
45, White. Watch out now.
Love wants to shift things around.
Drill, 50.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority one.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Yellow, what rail, yellow. Cut, cut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And we'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the
Here we go. 72.
Off the play fake. Boom. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new 7 downs.
We both know there's a lot that went into why they made him the first-round pick this year. And part of it was when they saw in college his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw. Boom. That's caught. The tight end rubbing with it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Get up.
Looking to throw. Boom. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now the timeout signal for it. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with that bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, and you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not the case. Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And we'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And 3rd and short to give him the tight end. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. forces a punt situation on fourth. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bears take over.
34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I just think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4, second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And not going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Boom. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting down the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up. That's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
Ready, ready. Let's set.
Play fake. Here's Love. And on the left sideline, caught out of bounds according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league. And we've been training camps, you see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, when they were completed anyways.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start, and then try to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. In motion left comes Williams. Working out of the gun. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
A gain of 16
Off the play fake, Love.
Green Bay.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. Whistle is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready. Brooks, 50. Black. 10.
Here's Love. Now what's up is Young. That's to Kraft, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Yellow. 43. Switch. Yellow. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a little amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. field just a yard or two shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Holds. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the gun on 3rd down. Boom. Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Xavier McKinney drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that. And they'll begin right there.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On play action. Love to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
It's caught downfield. It's Gordon. And they let this run upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set.
Play action this time with Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Right, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Running straight ahead is Jenkins. And he's going to have the Packers' first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively they start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
And what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Drill, 52, 60, ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds.
Love the effort, love the dramatics, getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, here we go. It's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Up the middle they go. Long. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Rail, yellow. Set. Set.
Here's Love. The kicker here is complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one now, trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set, ready. Set.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Here's 1st and 10.
Street! Here we go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And we'll be blocked in here at the 28.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Romadunzo. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
19 tight. Ready?
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead right in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Santos able to tackle the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Black ultra. Ready.
Now Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Lloyd. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready. Blue, 32. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
White. Come on, set. Red, 38. Set.
Love. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Smack, wet down. Cut.
Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Mustang 19. Set. Panther 11. 70 Lions.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hooking laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stand your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
The ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast, so I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me?